Tanya Rossi, CEO of Santa Voyage Company. May I have a seat? Yes, you may.
Oh, I heard about your company. You are very famous for your steam coal business in Singapore, right?
Yeah, but it's nothing much. It's nothing much. Unlike your company is very well known shipping world in Malaysia, right?
Thank you, but we are not ready actually to set our voyage around the world.
Oh, interesting. Actually, you know what? My company is looking for the vessel to carry our coal from Brunei to Singapore, if I'm not mistaken. But unfortunately, we couldn't find any vessel that suitable yet.
Okay. Oh my god. May I know why?
You know, when we deal with these coal things, of course they need high volatility and the specific moisture to keep there in the good state.
Miss Tanya, perhaps do you mind to engage with Abdul shipping Berhad? Because we actually can provide you the vessel that fit all your needs.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah.
So what about we have a meeting later to talk about this?
Sure. Okay, for that, this is my card.
Oh yeah,
Buy the card.
I have my card here.
Card.
Oh, same.
Oh yeah, same company. Alright, okay.
Not same company, it's different company.
Just call me.
Okay, alright. So we meet later? Alright, thank you.
See you later.
So it's okay. Let me consult my counsel first and then we get back. Same for me. I will consult my therapy department first and then we settle later. Thank you. Right. See you later. Alright.
Hi, I'm Astri.
Hi, I'm Shamini.
Please have a seat.
Alright, thank you.
Okay, how do you find this place? Is it easy for you to find our office?
To be frank, Miss Astri, it was quite hard for me because I'm not familiar with this place.
Wait, perhaps do you friend with Abdul Majid from Uniza?
Yes. Oh, I think we have met before.
Yeah.
At Majid's wedding, right?
Yes, that's me.
Okay.
By the way, thank you for agreeing to negotiate with this.
Oh, no worries. Because I find that negotiation is the best way to settle any confusions or disagreement between the parties.
Yeah, I think we should start our negotiation now.
Yeah, sure. And I think we should introduce ourselves properly. So, I am Shamini, Head of Legal Department of Santa Voyage.
And then I am Astri, the Head of Legal Department of Abdul Shipping Berhad. I think we are both well aware about today's negotiation. It is regarding the disputed arbitration clause, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to brief about the negotiation procedure. Firstly, perhaps we can start by listing our own goals, and then let's settle the matter one by one. And in the event that we achieve positive result from this negotiation, we shall straight away draft the settlement agreement. What do you think about this?
Yeah, sure. maybe I shall start first.
Sure.
Okay, Miss Astri. So our goals of the dispute resolution clause is that we don't want any dispute resolution. And we prefer, if there is any dispute, to straight away go to court.
So, what do you mean is you don't like any multi-tier?
We don't even prefer to have any dispute resolution. We prefer to go to court.
I see, and the Albert Shipping India Berhad goal is actually different from you because we prefer to have a multi-tier dispute resolution clause which include the negotiation and mediation prior to the arbitration. Maybe may I know why Santa Voyage prefers going to the court instead of arbitration?
Actually, Miss Astri, we had experienced the multi-tier arbitration with a company in Brunei before. Actually, what happened was the opposing party had prolonged the negotiation process itself for 2 years. So, and it made us to incur like a lot of expenses, unreasonable expenses. So that's the main reason why we don't prefer to have alternative dispute resolution, and more about when it comes to multi-tier dispute resolution.
I see, but Shamini, since our contract is regarding carriage and shipping, I think by resorting to arbitration is much better because it is actually time saving and cost saving, you know.
Miss Astri, how it can be like time saving, Miss Astri?
Because have you ever heard about fast track arbitration rule?
No.
It is actually, it governs maritime dispute and it is faster than any other arbitration though.
Miss Astri, I think it's a good idea and it's a good suggestion. So I think we just end with the arbitration, because I'm afraid that having negotiation and mediation will prolong the process. That's my only concern. But I still think that it's better to go to court.
However, Shamini, my apology. My company insists to have a multi-tier dispute resolution clause. Just imagine if we have simple matter or simple dispute, we can settle by negotiations or mediation. It is actually cost saving and time saving. I believe you also have your customer, right, waiting for your product.
Yes.
So let's say if we can settle the dispute on time, you can preserve your relationship between you and your customer, and I can preserve my goodwill. And I'm sorry to say that Albert Shipping India will walk away if the dispute resolution is not a multi-tier dispute resolution clause. And maybe you should take into consideration that we are the only shipping company that fit your vessel's requirements.
Okay, Miss Astri. How about I'll agree with multi-tier dispute resolution, and we can only choose negotiation and mediation prior to arbitration. And my suggestion is that to have mediation arbitration. Secondly, Astri, since our main concern is the time, we need to have the time limit procedure. And perhaps the parties shall resort to mediation in 2 months. And in 2 months from the date of the dispute horizon, from the date when the dispute horizon. And if failure to mediate in 2 months, the parties shall straight away go to arbitration.
I think we have no problem regarding that because mediation arbitration clause is actually strong enough to govern our contract. And for the time limit procedure, we are also okay with that as long as we try to settle any dispute in a cost-effective way.
Okay, Mr. Astri. Okay. Since we have agreed to arbitration, shall we decide whether we want to adopt institutional arbitration or ad hoc arbitration?
Yeah, for Albert Shipping Company, since we have a lot of experiences with arbitration, we prefer ad hoc arbitration. How about Santa Voyage?
Actually, Ms. Astri, we prefer to have institutional arbitration because this is our first time and we have never included any alternative dispute resolution clause in our agreement. So maybe you have done it before, but for us, this is our first time and we have no experience in that. So maybe I hope that you can take this into consideration that since Santa Voyage has agreed to have multi-tier arbitration previously, I mean multi-tier dispute resolution.
Okay, I understand your concern. So yeah, Albert Shipping actually can agree with administered arbitration. However, can we be the one who choose the body of the institutional arbitration?
Sure, we are okay with that. But my concern is that we need to choose an institution which is near to our, I mean, the geographical proximity is near to our business place. As you are the residents of Malaysia and also we are from Singaporean, so we need to choose the geographic proximity which is near to us.
Okay. How about Asian International Arbitration Center in Malaysia under their fast track arbitration rule?
In Kuala Lumpur?
Yeah.
Since Santa Voyage is Singaporean-based company, Singapore state-owned company, and you're from Malaysia,
Yes.
company, so I think it's a good idea.
So since we agreed with this, let's move on to the next point.
Okay.
What do you think about the appointment of arbitrator?
We prefer to have 3 arbitrators because in order to ascertain the certainty, legal certainty, it is better to have 3 arbitrators, and so that the parties may choose 1 arbitrator each. So later we can avoid any unfairness issues later.
It is a good suggestion, but since one of the concern is time saving, and not only that, our concern is also cost saving. Don't you think that sole arbitrator is much better than 3 arbitrator?
I think sole arbitrator. Okay,
Yeah.
I think it's a good idea. So we should include this in our agreement.
Yeah, thank you. I think we have another issue regarding the confidentiality, right?
Yes.
Your CEO had told you about the Albert Shipping Sdn Bhd does not want to release the award to the public, right?
Yes, I've heard about it. But may I know, Miss Astri, why a company don't want to release the award to be made publicly published?
This is because This is because somewhere in 2010, we previously had a dispute, and even though the award is in favor of Albert Shipping Sdn Bhd, we were alleged for numerous unmeritorious claims due to a headline in a Malaysian newspaper claiming that we engaged in corruption. Due to that, our shares went down dramatically for that particular year.
I'm so sorry, Miss Astri.
But not only that, don't you think that if the award is to be made publicly, it will against the purpose of going to arbitration?
I see your point, Miss Astri. But even I'm having a problem too. It's not really a problem. Like it's hard to decide this issue actually. The problem is that we are Singapore state-owned company and we are highly funded by the law-abiding taxpayers of Singaporean citizens. So the award need to be made publicly available so that the public could read the decision and the rationale of the decision, especially if the award is made not in favor of Santa Voyage. And on top of that, Ms. Astri, according to our Singaporean law, if the award is not made publicly available, the agreement will become null and void. So I think having this kind of proceedings will have any effect. So I think we need to come up with a solution that benefit both of us.
Okay, let me think. How about this? The award may be publicized, but the name of the parties and the name of the councils, especially our side, should be made private and should not be disclosed.
Which is we just publish the content of the decision. I think absolutely it's a good idea. All right. So I agree with it, and
don't you think it's a win-win situation?
Yes, I think it's a win-win situation, and I'm absolutely agree with all the matters that you have proposed and I have suggested. Yes, we have agreed upon.
Yeah, that's true. Since we have achieved a good settlement, I think we should record it.
Yes, this is what actually I have drafted throughout our negotiations now. So maybe you can have a look before you sign it.
Okay, let me take a look first. Regarding the language, the place, I think there's no issue because our CEO has settled it. And for the disputed arbitration clause, it's okay, and I think you got it all correct, even the time limit procedure. Yeah, maybe should we sign it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. So, Miss Astri, I'm so glad to meet you.
Yeah, me too.
And
Perhaps do you want any drinks?